Breaking news overnight, an appeals court blocking a Texas immigration law that allows local police to arrest migrants who have crossed the border illegally, just hours after the Supreme Court allowed it to go into effect. You're watching Fox and Friends First on this Wednesday morning. I'm Carly Shimkus.
And I'm Todd Pyro. The legal whiplash all happening ahead of a critical hearing. This same circuit of judges who just put a hold on the law will hear arguments on the case today. Senate candidate and former Border Patrol Chief Ron Vitiello standing by to react. But first, Doug Lazader live in Washington with the breaking developments. Doug.
Morning. And what a whipsaw this has been. First, the Supreme Court allows Texas to enforce its new border law. Then, in this surprise move overnight, a federal appeals court blocked it again. So where does this leave Texas? At the moment, apparently, back at square one, and that follows what had been a very good day for backers of the law that makes it a state crime to illegally cross the border into Texas. The Biden administration had been trying to block it, arguing this is a matter only for the federal government to enforce. And while that argument is playing out in lower courts, the Supreme Court, in a 6-3 decision yesterday, said Texas could move forward with enforcement in the meantime. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton wrote this on X, responding to that SCOTUS win. Huge win. He wrote, Texas has defeated the Biden administration's and ACLU's emergency motions at the Supreme Court. And White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, on the other hand, wrote this. We fundamentally disagree with the Supreme Court's order allowing Texas's harmful and unconstitutional law to go into effect. SB 4 will not only make communities in Texas less safe, it will also burden law enforcement and sow chaos and confusion at our southern border. But now with this overnight ruling from a federal appeals court, the law is back on hold, and this will reignite what is already a hot issue out on the campaign trail.
Look, this election is not a referendum on me. It's an election between me and a guy named Trump, and this is a guy who's the way he talks about the Latino community is. In 2016, he called Latinos criminal, drug dealers, and rapists when he came down that escalator. Now he says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country.
And to add to the drama here, as if we needed more, Mexico is not happy at the prospect of getting migrants sent back their way, saying they would refuse to take them.
Yeah, yet another challenge. Doug Lazader live for us in Washington. Doug, thank you. Let's bring in Ron Vitiello, U.S. Senate candidate and former Border Patrol chief under former President Trump. Ron, good morning to you. On this Texas law that would make it a state crime to cross into the country illegally, as Doug was just laying out, it was on again, off again yesterday, bouncing back and forth between the Supreme Court and appeals court. So what do you think is ultimately going to happen here? And if this law does go into effect, what would that look like?
Well, as I understand it, it will give Texas authorities the ability to arrest people who they know cross the border illegally. And I believe the way the law is written is they have to see it, right? So all this fear about what they're going to do in communities outside of the border is over-indexed. People are hyping this in a way that's not necessary. But what's the root cause here? Texas, SB 4, Operation Lone Star, they're doing more to help protect that border than everybody except maybe the front line of DHS. And they wouldn't need SB 4 if the federal government was stepping up to its responsibilities to protect that border. And so SB 4 is a symptom of the larger problem, and very rich for the White House to say that they're going to sow chaos on our southwest border with the implementation of this law, because we've had chaos on the southwest border for about the last 3 years during the pendency of the Biden presidency. And so for them to suggest that this is going to make things worse is just hypocrisy at the highest level.
Yeah, that statement from the White House was gaslighting at the highest order. If this case, though, Ron, is ultimately decided in Texas's favor, think about this logically. You know this game really well. Won't all border states need to enact similar laws in their own states or face the real threat of every single one of these illegal migrants saying, we're going to have problems if we go to Texas, let's say Arizona enacts a law, we'll have problems in Arizona. We are going to have to go to a place like maybe California because that's the only place where we're not going to be arrested immediately and sent back. I'm looking at that and thinking that's a real big crisis for the state of California or any border states that don't enact a law if this ultimately is approved. What say you, Ron?
Well, we've already seen a shift out of Texas for how it's playing out in Eagle Pass, the images that you're showing now. right? Texas locked down that Shelby Park. There was some controversy about whether they were going to let agents in or not, but they've effectively shifted the traffic out west. And so the governor of Texas and his team are doing more, again, besides anybody in DHS. And California, New Mexico, Arizona, they're going to suffer. They're already suffering from the shift in that activity. And so, yeah, you could see a place where Texas is locked down, safe and secure. They're helping secure the border and protecting the homeland. And Arizona, California, New Mexico, they might have to step up as well.
Yeah, well, there was going to be another hearing on this today, so to be continued. Ron, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.